Hi everyone, I'm Tashina from Logical Harmony. Welcome back. In today's video, we're talking about cruelty-free concealers that are $15 or less. All of these concealers are available online, so you can just have them shipped right to your door and you don't have to leave your house at all. When it comes to the cruelty-free concealers that are $15 or less, some of my absolute favorite concealers fit into this category, so I'm really excited to share this with you. Obviously, the brands are cruelty-free, but the products are also vegan as well. And if you want to learn more about cruelty-free beauty, you're definitely in the right place. I have tons of videos on that, as well as tons of resources on my website, logicalharmony.net. You'll find like a cruelty-free brand list, cruelty-free shopping guides for different stores, vegan product lists, all sorts of stuff to make cruelty-free super easy for you. For now, let's get to the concealers. Okay, so when I thought about what made like the best concealer, there were a few things that came to mind. So buildable coverage. It's great if stuff's full coverage right off the bat, but I think being buildable is sometimes more important because then you can really like use as little or as much as you want. I feel like it's a little more flexible, and I wanted stuff that blended really well and that played well with other products. I've definitely used concealers where the coverage is amazing, the staying power is great, but there are just a lot of products it doesn't mesh well with, and then I end up with like little concealer lines where like it's just, I don't know, it's just weird with the foundation. So those were the primary things I wanted to focus on. Obviously, these are also vegan as well, and these are ones that I am enjoying. I do prefer hydrating concealers, but I don't think it's a deal breaker if it's not hydrating. I just put some extra eye cream on underneath and that balances it out. So a couple that I wanted to talk about today from e.l.f. are the Camo Concealer and the Hydrating Camo Concealer. The hydrating one is brand new. The camo has been out for a bit. And they are similar, but they're also different. So they're both full coverage. They both wear a very long time. I'd say the primary difference is the hydrating one is obviously hydrating. It dries down a little bit slower, so you have a little more time to blend it out, a little more time to work with it. Whereas the Camo Concealer, it dries pretty quickly. So you do have less time to work with it. So I think that's the main difference. The hydrating one does have a satin finish. This one has a matte finish, but they're both amazing concealers, especially for the price. They truly compete with the like higher priced concealers out there, but these two have great coverage. They last a long time. I don't have any issues with them creasing or flaking or getting weird with any foundations that I've tried them with. And I've tried them both with a lot of my favorites, and I've been really happy with both of these. I do personally prefer the hydrating because I have dry skin, so it just works a little bit better for me, but I think the Camo is amazing for spot concealing. It's amazing for the under eyes. They both have their place in your makeup bag. From Pacifica, this is their Liquid Cover, which is a full coverage concealer. I will say I don't think it's as full coverage as some of the others out there, specifically like the Camo Concealer, but it is a good medium coverage. This stuff is great for covering any spots on your face. It's good for under the eyes. I find that it is a little more hydrating. It's a lighter coverage as well. I think the consistency is just very lightweight, so it's really easy to blend out. It's really easy to work with. It never feels heavy on the skin, and I think it's just a very solid concealer. Now, if you want a good everyday middle of the road concealer, this is going to be the one I would suggest to pick up. It's buildable, so you can make it full coverage, but it is a nice medium coverage, like I said, and it works really well for everything. Two that I wanted to talk about from NYX are the Born to Glow and then the HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. The HD concealer, this is actually a fresh tube. It has been around for a long time. This is definitely for people who want that classic full coverage concealer look. I mean, this is a staple classic concealer for a reason. It does a great job covering under your eyes. It'll cover any spots in your face. It does last a very long time. It can also be a little bit drying, so take that into account if you have dry skin or if you have fine lines. This might not be the best for you, or you just want to prep your skin a little differently for it. It is a very solid classic concealer. Now, Born to Glow is amazing. If you want full coverage, if you want a more luminous finish and a little bit more of a hydrating concealer as well, this is a great option. My one complaint about this, so all the others have doe foot applicators. This one has a little puff applicator, which I don't think is the most hygienic. I know with the doe foot applicator, you're dipping it back in, but this one does have the puff. It makes it easy to apply on the go, but I kind of prefer the doe foot applicator personally. That said, the formula of this is great. It has a solid shade range. I'll have details down below on the shade ranges of all of these as they are currently. I think it's just a really nice everyday concealer. I find that this is one too, similar to the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo because of the finish and the consistency, and that they give you a little more time to work with them and blend them out before they dry down and lock in. These are both actually good options if you wanted to do spot concealing and then blend it all over your face as a foundation. I frequently wear concealer that way as a foundation on camera because it looks so good. It looks good in person too, but on camera, it just really gives your skin that little bit of extra coverage so you don't have to apply as much product. Like you're not applying concealer and foundation, but you're getting that coverage and that smoothness, and it's really, really pretty. I would say the finish of both of these is similar to one another. I think the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer is a little more hydrating than the Born to Glow, but I do think the Born to Glow has a little bit more of a luminous satin finish than the Hydrating Camo. So they're very similar, but also very different. Those are what I think are the 5 best cruelty-free concealers for under $15. Share yours in the comments below. I'd love to hear if you've used any of them, share your experience with them, and I'll see you next time. Hey everyone, I'm here with Juniper, and if you want to make her day, you can watch another video, subscribe to this channel, or check out my vlog channel. The look on her face.